All right. Excuse me. Out here again with the DB Pro. I want to get it programmed today. A few things I want to change. Was on a live stream last night. CCXRC came on talking about some settings I should try on the Tenacity DB Pro. So, one thing I wanted to point out, even though like the DBXLE 2.0 and the Kraton 8S, they all have the smart system in it. They all have little differences in the ASC, which I've been noticing. I've been playing with the smart system a lot, with programming and not with programming cards, with just basic programming, reading the manuals, that kind of stuff. And what I've noticed is this is the DBXL E 2.0, this one right here. And as you can see, there's 8 different programming tables that are 9, I'm sorry, 9 different programming tables that we can do, which I pointed out before. Here's the Kraton 8S, the BAK. There's 8 of them. So the Losi has one more. Now, in looking at the DB Pro, there's 11 of them. It has 3 more than the Kraton and 2 more than the DBXL E 2.0. So, and I noticed this, and when CCXRC brought up a point on a table to change, I was like, wait, the other two don't have that table. I did see the table in the Tenacity and the DB Pro, but I didn't see it in the other 2 books. So today I'm gonna try to get this one programmed, and hopefully I have better luck with this one than I did the other Losi. The Kraton, that thing was a piece of cake to program. Very easy. And here you go. There are all the stock settings if you guys want to freeze frame that. I've been playing with lights in here. Sorry about the shadows. I'm working on my Hero 7, charging it up. I've got my tripod out, so I'm going to try some different filming techniques in the next week here. But yeah, just wanted to make a little quick video on how interesting I feel that is. That the new smart systems, I feel, are getting smarter, especially on this little 1/10 scale. This thing has drag brakes in there. It has initial brake force, which is something I didn't see in the other 2. And that's one of the things I was talking about. That initial brake force is really going to help you control and dial in this RC, which, as you see, the BAK does not have initial brake force. And neither does the DBXLE 2.0. No initial brake force in here. So, we're going to be playing with that initial brake force. And we're also going to be turning up the punch. Now, the punch on this one is real interesting. But what also is interesting, the motor timing, stock is at 15 and goes all the way up to 26, 25. So that's real interesting. And I think because the buggy is so light, they can add a bunch of timing to it. My what is it? Kraton 8S. That one's at 11 something. 11.25. And my Losi is at 7.5. So trying different settings. Sorry about the shadows, guys. A little bit of different settings there, but I want to get the punch up, and they don't call it punch on on this one. They call it, you see that start mode? That start mode is going to be your punch setting. And it has all the way up to level 9, and it's on level 4. Now on the Creighton, number 7, see number 7 is your punch. They don't have a start mode. But start mode in the DB Pro is your punch setting. And then the DBXLE 2.0, number 8 is your punch level. So they don't have it called start mode. So they have this neutral range, which is number 8 on the the DB Pro. That neutral range and that initial or neutral range, neutral range and initial brake force. Those are the two things that are different from the DBXLE 2.0. So just thought that was real interesting. Figured I'd share it with you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and start getting this thing programmed. I'll be filming little parts of it that I run into. All right, thanks. Be right back. All right. So the only change I made was the punch setting. Let me get this thing out of the road. Trying to get the camera set up here. So I did make a change to just the punch setting. So I put it on level 9, and let's see how it reacts. Oh yeah, a lot more sensitive. And now it wheelies. Now I can get it up in a wheel stand on 3S, which is awesome. And the tires are ballooning now. And as you see, ABC is still on. I got ABC still on, but I've got the settings adjusted to keep it straight so it's not all over the place and not all wiggly. So I've got the throttle turned down to 0 on the ABC, and I've got the steering set to 40% instead of 100%. The handling of this thing is awesome. I think on a little road course, this thing would be pretty fun. Get some road tires put on this thing. Even though these aren't doing too bad, the speed of this thing. And then I do have this hooked to my rugged. handling is just awesome. I had really good run time yesterday. I wonder how this is going to affect my run time, having this punch level so high. See how bad those front tires ballooned? The launch is really good, I think. Yep, that was just a short clip of it running. I'm still making adjustments, but I wanted to check that punch level if it actually did some good. So, thanks for watching that part of it. I'm going to get some more things adjusted. Alright, just got back inside, and I'm noticing, look at my fan. It's trying to start, but it won't start. There we go. So, looks like it's having trouble starting, but I'm going to pop it off and make sure there's nothing stuck inside. But just figured I'd grab a recording and show that. Always check the fan. Alright, I got the fan all working right again. It's really close to this housing when it sits in there. And it will literally, if you tighten these bolts down too tight, hear it? It will rub. So, hear it? That's just tightening the bolt down. So the clearance is really, really tight. But at least it's working. And that's good. Alright, just wanted to show that I don't know what the deal was with that. Something had to have been jammed in there because it was trying to start. But let me continue on getting this thing dialed in. Hey guys, so anyhow, I'm checking all the nuts and bolts. Check out this steering servo. It's got play side to side, which is a first for me. It's not loose. So, I don't know, but I got all this play in the wheel. And notice that. Steering does work, but I don't know why it's rocking side to side. That's a new one for me. Trying to see if there's any bearings or anything broken in there. Oh, seems like a lot of play. I don't know, but it runs good. So, just figured I'd turn the camera up, turn it on anytime I see something funny. Just checking everything over, getting a wrench on everything, making sure nothing is loose, nothing's falling off. Checking the wheels. Oh, my remote's on. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. Really like this thing a lot. It's really a cool little rig. Out the new GoPro. I really like a fan, so I'm gonna get that going next.